Hey guys, welcome to the show. Let's do a nice little update. And also today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and catch up with everybody today as well. So I've got my chat browser open. So sorry, not this one. I can see what's going on. Possibly, let me just go into this particular video. So this is the one that's live. I can actually probably go into the live chat. Let me pause this. There we go. And so now if there's any live chat or anything, I can actually see this. I'm sure it's going to come up. Let's hope so. So I'll be talking to you guys. If you have anything, just let me know, right? Excuse the noise in the back. That's just a compressor making some noise. We'll wait for that to silent a little bit, and I'll wait to see if anybody jumps on. If not, then I'm just going to carry on with the update. Doesn't matter. You know what? I've past few days, few weeks, I've been looking. So today I spent a lot of time on my YouTube comments and this and that, and I see so many salty people and everything, but you know what, each to their own. I don't care. I'm still going to be making my content and pushing it out there, whether you like it or not. It's up to you. Everybody has their own taste, so I can't really help everyone, you know what I mean? Somebody will understand, some people won't. If you like your shows, your spazzy shows and this and that, if you like your boys showing you a few $1 million while you sit there and dream about making those, carry on by all means. If you want to go and pay for all of the sign up links and everything and end up paying them nice commissions because that's what they get paid to do, by all means, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be salty about it. You carry on, no worries. Salted peanuts is the only thing I like. Thank you, bro. Hi, KR. I can see you, bro. I can see you. Today I got the chats on, so I'll be able to see a lot more of what's going on. Yeah, so don't worry. I'm definitely here today. I'm going to be watching and observing. So I got the chat activated. Just had to figure out how to do it, basically. So what's the situation, right? The situation. Obviously, we're seeing, Bitcoin doing funny things, right? A lot of funny things. And by the way, if you have any questions, just fire away, right? I'll do this for a little bit. I've got like 30 minutes. Let me do this, right? I want to move you over to the okay, actually, do you want to? No, we'll do this later. We'll talk about Binance a little bit later, right? Because Binance is just becoming one of those kind of a Binance FUD. It's just becoming quite annoying. So let's talk about this in a bit, right? Let's go and show you something else, right? Right, let's show you this. So this is the RSI, right? This is a stochastic RSI, no custom settings or anything. It's exactly the same. It's on the daily, so exactly as it comes out of the box. And what I did was I started putting some RSI levels to see basically when was it that we had that warning. When did most of the market, most of the traders see that big warning? I wanted to see that, and I said, let me bring this into the chart, so at least that way I can show you what we were seeing. So let's bring you back as well here. So the situation we had here was actually, if you look carefully, it was around January. Okay, around January. Excuse me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hello. Walaikum salam. I'm good, Batija. I don't think there's an order this week. Oh, super. No worries. Take it. All right. Bye-bye. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So what was I saying? Right. Okay. So the situation we got, do your thing, bro. Just chilling, feet up and enjoying the show. All right. Cool. Thank you very much. Yeah. No, it's not. I'm doing my thing, bro. I'm doing my thing. Don't worry about it. So the situation we've got is that, so around this January, mid-January, as you can see here, early to mid-January, I would say early January, right? We got this signal that all the traders, everybody saw this on the RSI levels and says, guys, we've just peaked out. But we didn't have that price of 65K at that time. So this is what I wanted everybody to understand. So when we did have 65, we were down here somewhere. When we had the 65K, somewhere around here, we had the 65K. So we saw the 65K pump and this and that, or around here somewhere. I believe it was around here. No, sorry, this was the 65. So we had the RSI signaling overbought, and we kept on pumping, and we went there. And that's when we got the first signal to say out. Now, I didn't exit because obviously if the market's momentum is moving up, stay with it. So I stayed with it, carried on. I stayed with it here. I stayed with it here. I stayed with it here. Now, when this started to dip, and I realized that basically, it's not coming back again, right? So when we had this dip, I said, right, I'm still bullish. I'm going to buy the dip and I'm going to continue up. But when this kind of did not go back onto this trend line, that was the point when it was like, okay, now it's time. It doesn't matter, even we could go to 100k, but now it's time to cash out a little bit and wait for a nice little rebound, because when we see this, we know we're going to have some sort of a situation. So this is when I announced the Shiba buy, and I announced that at that time when it was about 58k, I announced that I'm going to basically, you know, I'm in USDT. After that, we come back, right? And this is like, you know, coming to the middle of May, we start seeing this bullish divergence, and I'm becoming very bullish, right? So let's move you into the chart to show you what I mean, right? Let's move you into the chart to show you what I mean, right? And let me take some of these drawings off just so we can see what's going on. These other drawings will stay, so let me just show you something here. So this is what we're seeing, right? So remember what I was telling you about January. So this is January, right? This is your January peak. We saw this is the peak, you know, and then you can see that, you know, market seems to be okay, still pumping, so let it pump. It doesn't matter. We had a little bit of a correction here, pump, right? It's fine, everything's fine. Then you can see here, we're still pumping, right? This is March, we're still pumping, right? Which is not bad. And then we have this dip, and then we have another one, right? So the market's doing its thing, right? You know, ups and downs. But every time it was doing these dips, as you can see from here, these dips were slightly low. So we followed that and we said, okay, fine. When is it right time to get out? As long as we continuously have these, it's fine. It's not a problem. So we can have this dip. It's fine. So we did have this dip. I didn't sell. I sold here when I realized that basically this doesn't want to climb back up again. As long as it was coming back into this line, in this zone on the upper side, right? So as we're within this range, that's what I'm worried about. So when we're within this range, this is when you got to panic. Right, so we became in you know, we went into this particular range. Let me see the chat again. Okay, you carry on, bro, no worries. So what happened, we entered this particular range, and you can see that now we're in the centered range, which means we're either going to go down or we're either going to break up. Now we're not going to see a breakout because we didn't come back to this line. This was the first time. The 65k was the first time we got rejected. Nobody wanted to go there, right? The bears didn't want us to go up there. You know, bulls started to sell off because of the pumping news and everything. Here we had zero control. The bears are in control, so bears brought it back down again. And this was the first time. So this is a key level to monitor. This particular zone here was a key level, because this was an indicator to say, right guys, really undersold, now you need to start buying. And from that point onwards, as you can see, we've had this bullish divergence forming. Of course, we broke down below a little bit. We broke a little bit, but we're still coming up. And this is just pattern, right? It's just part of the trend. So that's what we were seeing, right? And that leads us into this particular section here, just to kind of show you where we are, right? So ignore that, where we are right now. So we're seeing all of this bullish divergence. We're seeing everything here. Market wants to move up, but at the same time, we are expecting another little spike down or something. If we did have a spike, you know, what are we expecting? Is it going to be the 28,754, that particular low we had last time? Is this going to give us the double bottom? You know, or was this the double bottom? Well, this technically doesn't, because this is lower than this. So this would be the bottom, right? So now we could expect to see another bottom here. You know what I mean? And then continue up. And then we've got the 30,400 currently today, or even for this week, I would say, right? Even though this is on a daily, this week, we can say this is a strong support line. Because these band here, as you can see, this channel here, and I've showed you this channel before, and I'll show you on another chart as well. I'm using something else to basically show it. But you can see we're just struggling to get into above this channel. That's what you have to understand. We're struggling to get above this channel. So now, right now, on the top side, what could we expect, right? So on the top side, we could expect this level here, which is the 33,410. We seem to have a good significant traffic around this zone here. You know, I'm using the volume profile here. Also here, you can see we had a massive, nice little traffic zone here, which is the 36k. But we need to do this before we go up there. So we need to break this 34,410 in order to get to the 36,148. And on the low side, as you can see, we do have some support around this 30,672. So that's what we're looking at. Also, the Fibonacci's are confirming it, and the difference is almost $200. So 30,444 and 30,672. So there's a $200 difference, which is fine when you're talking about thousands of dollars. That's what we're looking at, you know. But in the short term, I've mentioned this before as well. I said we might even push all the way to September. Right. So what I'm trying to say is we've got like what? 2 days left. I'm sorry, 2 weeks left of this, less than 2 weeks left in this particular month. Got about 10, 11 days left. Add that, and then another month, another 30 days. So approximately about 40 days in my, this is a rough estimation. I would say about 40 days until we see what we really want to do. In the short term, this could easily come down. Now, when we use this volume profile, we can also actually kind of predict what each price levels are, how strong they are, how weak they are. Well, looking at these volume profiles, you can see that this was a these are strong profiles. But here, they're not as strong. The 25k level I've been talking about is not actually that strong. So if we do break the 25k, the bottom of the channel is 22, right? That's a good thing, by the way, because we did see on my metrics we had 21k, and on this one we're seeing a 25 to 22k, which is good. But the Fibonacci, now that's another level that you have to notice, right? Which is actually very bullish. Fibonacci is telling us that 23,874 could be expected, that because this is the 1618 level. On the downside, this is a 1618 level. So this is on a daily candle. But let me flip you over to a 4-hourly candle and I'll show you what it's looking. So today's Sunday. What do we see on a Sunday? This is the same chart, by the way. I didn't do any voodoo or anything like this. The same chart, right? I just basically made a few settings on my Fibonacci's. On the 4-hourly, the Fibonacci's are saying, well, guys, we're bullish. On the 4 hours, the Fibonacci is saying that was the bottom. Now we want to move up. So on the 4-hourly, showing us we want to move up, but of course, it's showing us a lot of traffic zones around here as well. These are where the bears have been in control. Look, this is all bears in control, right? Bulls have not been in control. The red signifies the bears, right? So let me do this. That makes it easier. Here you go. The red signifies the bears. The bulls have been in control here. So we need to get into this bull zone. Now, what we're seeing here, and this is going to be a lot harder, obviously, because of what price we're on right now. Because currently, right now, the price we're on is 31,600, right? 31,600 right now. So when you're looking at this particular level here, you can see that we've got a long way to go. We've got to do a $3,000 to $4,000 move, and it can be done, by the way. This is on a 4-hourly. It can be done in order for us to break this level and then go into this particular level here. As long as we can enter this and hold this, or even hold this Fibonacci level, this 34,600 level, we're fine, right? So just thought kind of tell you that what to expect. So leave that. Let me leave that anyway. So this is the situation we've got basically now. Looking at the total market cap, I mean, I can go on this one. This is a repeat, right? It's the same thing. So you got a situation here where basically, again, you can see that this particular trend that we've formed, it's confirmed trend, by the way. We're just not getting above this, and we talked about the $1.2 trillion. Now, the $1.2 trillion is actually here. So you can see just about here, we are going to see this at some point. You've got two different levels confirming this. Everything is confirming we are going to see this. So I've got a feeling that we're going to have this one last dip, then we're going to see a bounce if we are. But there could be a real bad situation. We just need to see, right? This is Ethereum, and I wanted to show Ethereum as well because there's a lot of stuff going on with Ethereum. We do know that EIP 1559 is coming. So right now, Ethereum should be very bullish, right? But when you look at Ethereum and when you look at this chart here, right, you don't really see anything bullish here. Let me switch this off and let me go here and go to Ethereum and switch this off. What do you see? I mean, it's exactly the similar kind of a thing. There's not really much of an action going on right now. Ethereum should be bullish. I mean, EIP 1559, fee burning, this burning, that burning. It's not happening. It's just not happening. So that all of this is signifying that there's a massive move coming. Whether the move is on the upside or the downside, it's going to freak a lot of people out. But I'm thinking there's a bigger chance of it doing a low downside move before it does an upside. Why do I say this? Now, this is why I'm saying this, right? I'm looking at the total market cap. Forget all of this. Forget all of this. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the total global market cap volume for 10,945 coins is $51 billion. What I'm looking at, $51 billion. I'm looking at this 45 and this 17 level pretty much has not changed, right? Has not changed. But here I'm looking at these levels and they have dramatically changed. So the volume is moving elsewhere. I mean, look at Tether. Tether has $35 billion of volume, which is pretty much in conjunction with this. In fact, these two combined is less. You see what I mean, right? So when you're looking at this, This is telling me there's a massive, massive move coming, you know, because all of this has to be dumped somewhere. You know, definitely has to be dumped somewhere. So where are they going to dump it? Where do you dump Tether? You dump it back into USD? No, you don't. Where do you dump it? You dump it into BTC, you dump it into Ethereum, you dump it into Binance, or whatever crypto you fancy. That's what happens, right? So that's the situation basically. So there was a lot of other stuff as well. Also, now let's talk about Binance, right? Let me just jump into Binance, right? So this is the Binance's current joke going on, right? So obviously this was the consumer letter published on, you can see this was on July, right? 26th of July, right? This is the one that created all the FUD and everything, right? But the thing is, what a lot of people don't understand, Binance Markets Limited is a complete separate entity. It's a complete separate entity, right? So let's move into, like, you know, a lot of people ask, like, what's going to happen? We can't take our money out and this and that. Well, listen, crypto doesn't ban you. Crypto doesn't block you. Your crypto can be moved anywhere. There is no regulation on the planet that can stop you moving your crypto. Obviously, centralized exchanges could be blocked and taken down, seized, and all sorts of other stuff could happen to centralized exchanges like Binance, like Coinbase, whatever, right? You know, those kind of companies, right? Let's move into Coinbase as well, just to kind of show you in a bit, right? So I'm going to move into this, but let me show you something else as well. So any one of these companies, they can shut you down, right? They can shut you down. So you've got to understand that end of the day, you know, anything the institution has power over, they will shut you down. So you're in a bigger problem, like, you know, in companies like this, even though they're probably financially backed, but this is where you're risking. But if you're in crypto and you're decentralized, you've got nothing to worry about. So a brother phoned me today and he was asking me, and I said to him, I said, bro, you know, he was like, he's in GBP. I said, well, you can't transfer GBP from Binance to somewhere else. You can't do that. But crypto, nobody can stop you. And if you had all of your holding in your own private, so you've got a large stash, you put it in your own private wallet or something, do whatever you like, whenever you like, nobody can control you, nobody can do nothing to you, it doesn't matter. You can stay in that all day long. And then I told him, I said, get yourself a debit card, like, you know, an Ethereum debit card or something like this, or some crypto debit card, ERC20 debit card, right? And go and spend your crypto on that. You need money, what's the point you going to the exchange, trying to withdraw it? You don't need any of that. You can literally just basically use that debit card to do whatever you want. Just do that. And most of those debit cards, by the way, also have a cash option anyway. You can actually top them up with cash as well. So that's another benefit that you can have. So this is the, I mean, currently, look, if you are going to ask me about who out of these 7-8 companies that shows up on the FCA board, right? Which one is going to be the safest? Well, I'm only going to say there's one. You know, these are very new companies. All right, these, as you can see the dates, very, very new companies. However, this is also a new company, but this is more established from the United States of America. Gemini, formed by the Winklevoss brothers. So Gemini would be, and this is the same one, by the way, Gemini Europe and Gemini, they're the same one. So they are probably the top in this particular list. Now, everybody knows everyone's favorite is Coinbase. So I did dig through Coinbase, and I found why they didn't come up as Coinbase, because they're CB Payments Limited. They're registered as a payments company. And obviously they have some limitations that they can't do. So they're not part of Binance Pro, by the way. So sorry, Coinbase Pro. So just understand this. They do not have Coinbase Pro. And let me show you this, right? So this is all good. This is all good trading names, right? There is no Coinbase Pro here. Does that make any sense to you? They have Coinbase, but no Coinbase Pro. So Coinbase Pro technically is still illegal. If we go by this and what the FCA says, then just like how Coinbase Pro does derivatives and leverage trading, you know, like Binance, basically, you definitely, this is another problem. So you know, this one should be banned as well. So, but saying that, normal Coinbase is fine. You see what I mean? Normal Coinbase is fine. Just go in, get in there, kill your money, do whatever you want to do. You're fine, right? So have multiple options, have 50 different accounts, and you'll be all right. Do you know what I mean? You'd be all right if you have 50 different accounts or whatever. You'd be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I just want to give a nice shout out to obviously the members. So we had, obviously, the other day I talked about as well. We had Jedi Knight. What the hell is this doing? We had Jedi Knight, which is one of our members. Where is it? Where is it? What did I do with it? Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can find it. Interesting. So I lost my yeah, somehow I lost my yeah, weird. Anyway, I have no idea. So I lost the chat. That's fine. I think I'll probably X out of it. But what I'm saying so if you're uneasy or something like this, you just go and open multiple exchanges. Always have a backup to your backup, right? So you never put your eggs in one basket. What happens if all of a sudden? So for example, just going to give you an example. It wasn't Binance. All of this FUD was regarding Coinbase, and you had everything in Coinbase. What do you do then? It's the same story, same thing, right? Regulation will come, right, if we want crypto to be adopted and crypto to be a global payment system, right? Or actually a source of wealth. We need that, right? When we talk about banks, right? When we talk about banks, these banks are a bunch of hypocrites, right? These are a bunch of hypocrites. Now, let me explain how they work, right? You see, the banks, they want your money in their bank so they can lend it 10 times more. But because you're not there, they don't like that. And also you can see FCA banned Binance Max Limited, which is Binance's UK entity, right? It is UK's. So there's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't want to really go into all of this, but you can actually read this stuff here. I don't know why the hell the ads come up. Send funds. Where is it? Let me just show you something. There's a lot more. All right, so okay, listen to this. Now this is the story I want to give you, right? This is the story I want to give you. FCA comes in, bans Binance from trading and this and that. Binance is currently, and let's go here and just check for you, right? Binance is currently, let's go in here and I want to show you this. Binance is currently the #1 with $8 billion globally, right? $8 billion globally, right? So FCA comes along and says, right, we're going to ban you, we're going to do this, right, and we're going to do that. And then banks come along and say, well, we're trying to keep our customers' money safe, right? That's what we're going to do. We want to keep our customers' money safe. That's what they're saying. Now, check this out. If 2.3 million people of adults in the UK hold cryptocurrencies, are they saving these people by blocking money coming into them? They're not, are they? If these people cannot move their money, then 2.3 million people are now impacted because of this FCA ruling, because of what they done to BML, right? Binance Markets Limited, right? You see what I mean? So there's also Barclays, this, that. And remember, Barclays and Santander, basically, these two are the two largest in the United Kingdom. They're the two largest. And then obviously you got Lloyds Bank Group, which is actually part of Bank of Scotland Group, right? So you've got, technically three of the largest banks in the United Kingdom doing this. So when we look at all of this and we see, we crack down this, that, whatever, they are trying to be regulated, you stupid people. Now what you're doing is impacting these users. So who are you saving? Whose money are you saving? I'll tell you what, you're saving nobody's money. You know what I mean? That's the truth. You're saving nobody's money. So end of the day, there's probably 1 or 2 cases of some idiot who got scammed or whatever, and they're using that as an excuse, right? And that's all they're doing. Basically, they just don't want, banks just don't want to do any work or anything. That's what it is, nothing more. They just don't want to do any work. So yeah, I mean, that's the kind of stuff going on. There's nothing to really talk about here. This is the kind of wedge, and we've got a mini wedge here. So wedges are usually bullish, and we did have this a few days ago. So I just wanted to leave, a few hours ago, sorry, we had a little breakout, and so far we're holding this trend line. That's all it is, nothing else, guys. This is just showing you the wedge, nothing more. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, you've got this situation where banks and this and that come and blocking to protect your money. But are they really protecting your money? For me, it seems more like how they are actually impacting us. They are causing us more issues. They are causing us more problem. We're losing money. Our money's stuck. Like, for example, this guy who calls me, if you're in GBP and this and that, of course he's stuck. He had GBP sitting in his account in Binance and he can't withdraw that. I mean, how pathetic is that? And by the way, Binance didn't block it. Guess who's not processing it? Clear Junction. So Binance has nothing to do with it in that other sense. I'm not protecting Binance. What I'm saying to people, have your backups. Because you're going to have these kind of institutional, global government problems, right? If we are going to basically want to see a crypto adoption, we're going to see these regulators come in. These people throwing their papers, pen and paper. They sometimes say the pen is mightier than the sword. Well, this is what regulation does. You know, there was a time when crypto came out and crypto was like, you know, it was a joke. They laughed at you. First, they laughed at you, you know, they ignored you, they laughed at you, and now they're fighting you. Now they're fighting you. Any one of you people who can hold on, and this is no financial advice, but you can hold, right? You can hold, you be patient, because this is seasonal. We see this every single time. We see this every single time. What happens then? We win. Right at the end, we win. You know, like China FUD, since 2013, China ban. You know, mining ban, this ban, that ban. Keep on going, drama. Now what happens? Finally, people got fed up. So what did the Chinese miners do? They left. So who lost money? Who lost the revenue? China did. China did. They can call it what they like. China just lost its own GDP. If that's how it wants to do it, let it do that. That's not a problem. You know, now all the money's going to USA. Who are the biggest investors into these mining companies? The banks, the institutions. That's who they are. It's not your, you know, your average Joe like me. When there's recently, in the last 2 months, I think there's 3 companies that went public. 3 crypto mining companies went public. Imagine that. Very recently, we had Coinbase who went public. Crypto gone public. We're getting Kraken who's thinking about going public. And another one, I forgot what his name was, right? It was called, the crypto exchange is called Bullish. Right, it's called Bullish, right? Bullish.io or something like this. Bullish. They are now going public. You know, Circle just went public. So we've got all these regulations, right? All these situations, and yet we are having companies in the same crypto sphere, right, who are now going public. And then we got massive institutional investments. You know, I mean, this Binance bollocks, in my opinion, right, is being made into such a big situation right now. You can see on chain how the volume is actually leaving Binance and moving into other exchanges. But that's exactly what they want. What's going to happen later? I'll tell you. You take the biggest one out, then everybody else kind of craps their pants. So all the other little fish, they start moving off or try and become decentralized. And then what happens is the guys who are regulated and who have all the institutional backing, who have all the shareholders, who are public, well, they start pumping and they make more money. Because they don't want to make money on crypto. It's got nothing to do with crypto. Their money is based on fiat. You know, people have bought shares in Coinbase. They need their share funds back. That's what they need. You know what I mean? So it's one of those kind of things. Like, I see all of this and I'm like, oh, it's just crazy. Banks blocking people. Think about this, right? These are the same banks that had a problem in 2012. I mean, how many $1 billion, or how many billion globally, how many billion was lost? And now they're saying, we want to save your money. Well, hold on. When you lost all those billions of dollars or billions of pounds, whatever you want to call it, whose money did you take to bail yourself out? Is the public's money. So when were you saving our money then? So this is the thing. This is complete hypocrisy. You know, but yeah, again, it's just that I can go on forever. I don't really want to say anything, but bro, if you got something to say, I know you're there, but if you got something to say, if you want me to talk about anything else, let me know. If not, then I'm going to call it quits. So I'll give you a minute just to kind of answer. But yeah, if not, then yeah, because I can get heated up. Remember, I'm a lot volatile than BTC is. You know, so let me know if you've got anything you want me to answer. But this Binance FUD, guys, listen, just get yourself another exchange. Get yourself another 10 exchanges, because I'm telling you, Binance is just the tip of the iceberg. If Binance, for whatever reason, is blocked from dealing with any fiat, well, I'll tell you, the other small fish, the small fry, are going to fall as well. You will see some sort of a problem on all of them. Right? It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. Okay, it looks like I haven't got any message or anything. So, yeah, I'm not going to waste you any more of time, but let's kind of just go back into the chart just to kind of show you what I was talking about. So remember what I said, guys. On the upside, we're expecting On the upside, we're expecting, thank you, bro, I saw your message. On the upside, we're expecting we need to break this 34,000. So it's a long way, 34,000, we need to break that. It's not that long. I mean, for us, we just got, you know, a few $1,000s. We just need to smash that few $1,000s and we'll be buying. $3,000 on a BTC on a single day is nothing. We could see that tomorrow morning. So I'm hoping we see that tomorrow morning, you know, whenever, like we see that. That's what I'm hoping. So we should see a 34,667. However, if we don't, then remember, we've got some other numbers on the downside. As you can see on the downside, we've got the 30k at play. We've got the 30k at play, right? Remember, we've got the 30k at play. And then if you look even further, you can see that we have the 23k in play. So 23k would be, I would say, give it a few weeks. We're getting there. By the way, we are definitely going to come there. Just give it a few weeks. But right now, I think we're going to see another little bounce up and then probably a bounce down again until we see the bigger bounce. So money needs to be taken out. Right now, all the last pennies and crumbs that you got, you know, the institutions have said it. They said they're thinking that, well, they haven't said it. I'm just saying this, right? Exaggerating it. But the point is they just want all your BTC. They want every last Satoshi you got. Panic, right? Every last Satoshi you got. And then they're going to shift. That's what they're going to do, right? So, yeah, I mean, like, share, subscribe. And I'll just carry on doing my thing. Even if I've got 3 people watching right now, I will still target to go to a million subscribers, not $1 million, sorry, million subscribers on this channel. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get the word out. Also, if you like the content, guys, if you think I'm doing anything good, comment below in the video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what's going on. Share with you. I'm sure plenty of people got Facebook groups, Twitter, whatever. Share it, make it go viral. Let's see what happens, right? That's the whole idea, because the more it goes into that level, then I'll have more time for it. You see, right now, I'm making time whenever I'm free. I'm just making some time to do these kind of videos, right? In fact, I would have made a video earlier on today, but I didn't because I had my 2nd vaccination today and I feel like shit. I'll be honest with you. I feel like shit. I had a bit of fever, so I had a nap and kind of just woke up and I'm still feeling kind of shit right now. That's the reason why I didn't make a video earlier on. But I will make time for this stuff because, you know, as I said, I'm very passionate. I want to actually continue making as many videos as possible. I want to make them every day on a schedule, whatever, right? But in order for me to do that, I need the encouragement, I need the morale boost, and I need that from you. So the only way that happens, you comment below the video, you smash that like button, you share it to all of your groups, and then we move it forward from there. And I just want to thank again all the new members who are actually joining to support the channel. I really appreciate it. There's a lot of guys there, so thank you very much for that, guys. And I'm going to make another video on some of the comments people have made and some of the things they talked about or requested at some point. Probably do it tomorrow or something, or maybe the day after. I'll make a nice little long one. I don't know, I might probably do an hour or 2 hour long video. But the point is, it's going to be a proper stream, so everyone's going to come on. I'll invite everyone beforehand. And hopefully we can have a nice conversation, so more like a group get together basically. So everybody that I know, we try and bring everybody in and we just have a nice little discussion and see where it goes from there, right? So other than that, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on another one. Adios, amigos.